What's up, Libra? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. So, guys, it is finally your time. It is your birthday month. So, I just want to start off by saying happy birthday to all of you. You guys are amazing beings. And ever since I started this channel, you guys have always been just one of the largest following. You guys are always on it. So, I really, really appreciate it, guys. Because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing this, okay? Now, your birthday month or months, because I know it's going to be parts of 2 months. Now, guys, what is going to be expected for your birthday month is this. You guys will be first for every single reading that comes out, okay? So you will never have to wait. And then 2, I am going to put a poll in the community section. I do it for everyone's birthday month. So I will put about 5 or 6 different types of readings that you guys can vote on. Whichever the top 2 are, those are the bonus readings that I will do towards the end of the month for you guys. So you guys will get those bonuses, okay? So let's get into things, guys. Let's see what's going on, and let's see how this October is going to go for us, okay? What is going on with the sign of Libra? October 2018. What can the sign of Libra expect? Now, guys, this is going to be a general reading. It definitely will not resonate with 100% of people, but if you get a personal reading, it always will. Okay? And for anybody that does want a personal reading, please listen to the end. I just talk about how to get a reading for about like 2 minutes so that you guys know exactly where to go, what to do, what to expect, wait times, all that, okay? Alright, so what is going on with the sign of Libra? Hopefully it's good. Ooh. We have the 2 of Wands coming out. So with the 2 of Wands, it's something that you really, really want in your life, a path that you're very passionate about taking, that you do take, okay? It's a path where you probably had other choices, but you already know whatever it is that you want. Alright, so we have past, present, future. For anyone interested in this deck, I just got it. I have no idea why it called to me, but I'm just going to let it rock. But it is called, what's it called? The Hermetic Tarot, okay? Now, the energy that you guys have here is the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Alright, so with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, this is going to be something that is either delayed when it comes to moving forward, or something that you guys choose to fall out of altogether. We have the Hierophant in the reverse behind that, so something that could be unconventional, or something that maybe you're realizing is not connecting you to your higher self, to your higher purpose, to what your soul is truly okay with, okay? And we have the 9 of Cups and the 6 of Swords, so hopefully it's you, but whatever this is, there's definitely a sense of happiness with moving away from it. For some of you, since all of these energies could be transferable, maybe it's somebody moving away from you, or a situation that's kind of moving away from you, where somebody could be happy that it is, but it could be either or, okay? Now, going into your past, guys, the first card that you have is the Emperor. This is somebody who's going to think with their mind, not their heart. A lot of people rely on them to really think about the wisest moves for everybody involved, not just them. Okay, so it's someone who's very powerful and who really just tries to do the right thing. We have the King of Wands. So for some of you, you could have been dealing with the Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. The Emperor is there, which is Aries and Virgo, so maybe it's an Aries specifically. For some of you, maybe a Virgo. But we have the 10 of Cups. So a strong sense of happiness, okay, that's coming in with a situation where someone's being very strong, someone's being very powerful. But we have the 8 of Swords and the World card in the reverse. It's called the Universe card in this deck. But there's something that you guys are just like mentally stuck on that you're not able to get past. Okay. Now, the next card that we have for your past is the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So something here that is really throwing you off, okay, where, you know, usually you're going to be a very smart and intelligent person where you can, you know, make the right choices in regards to whatever it is that you want or what you're trying to get. But in this case, it's like running into battle and not having any weapons on you, Okay, not thinking about things before we do it. The Hierophant in the reverse, so something very unconventional is kind of following you. This could be a fallout that you're having. This could be something that just messed with your soul and your spirit so much that it just drove you nuts. And with the Nine of Wands, it's like you're upset, and this could be bringing out the worst in you. At this point, you're just standing your ground so that you can get through this. Okay, we have Fortitude in reverse, which is the strength card in this deck. So I really feel like this is a soul level sort of thing where you just feel like you were kind of forcing something, like it's not meant for you, okay? And your soul's just like, wait, hold up, like why are we fighting so hard? Is this something that we actually want, okay? You have the Knight of Pentacles. So with the Knight of Pentacles, this could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that was involved in your life. This could also be something that you're moving forward towards, that you're doing it methodically, you're really planning out your steps, and you're trying to see, you know, the smartest way to move forward. And we have the Magician, so this could be something that you're really trying to manifest, and you're really just taking your time with it and trying to play it smart. Alright, we have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, so a sense of guardedness while you're doing this. But while all of this is happening, there is a strong sense of rejection that's felt. For some of you, maybe it's financial burden, but we have, sorry, these are like turning all over the place. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Devil card. So feeling rejected or rejecting something that is very toxic for us, okay? And with the Six of Cups, the Queen of Cups in the reverse, somebody's just very upset here about something that they have to move away from. So either you guys are removing yourself from something that was tough and you're upset, or it could be the other person that's upset with you. Honestly, with these cards, I feel like everybody's feeling a little something, okay? I don't feel like anybody's exempt from feeling, you know, disappointed or upset slightly about a situation, okay? In the present moment, guys, you have the King of Swords. So not only is your more powerful side coming out, but this is somebody that is just like, you know what, don't mess with me. I don't want it. I don't want any sort of detriment in my life. I don't want anything that's not going to make sense for me. And we have the Five of Cups. So either you guys are feeling a huge loss, or somebody, or maybe you're making somebody else feel that loss, but you guys are really being guarded right now. And we have the High Priestess in the reverse. So it's like a pill of truth that you're having a very hard time swallowing, or that somebody around you is, where there's something that is being felt in the soul, something that you're being warned against or told. Your soul just knows, okay? Or maybe the person you're dealing with just knows. And it could be tough to come to terms with whatever it is. So there's the sense of loss being felt, and you know, people turning a blind eye and not wanting to see the truth. All right, we have the Moon card in the reverse followed by the Justice card. So clarity that you could have been in some sort of karmic situation, but with the Two of Swords, you're still very undecided as to which direction you want to take. All right, now here's the center of your reading, guys. You have the Death card. All right, so with the Death card here, this is going to be something that, you know, really changes in your life. Death card, that's primarily what it means. It means change. Something has to die for something else to continue. Okay, metaphorically speaking. We have the Two of Cups in the reverse. So it could be a fallout that you have with a person, with a job. Okay, the Two of Cups doesn't always have to be romantic, guys. Just somebody that you're close to, or something that you were really closely involved in. And we have the Justice card. So whatever this was, guys, it was highly karmic from what I see. Okay, something where you just had to let it go, and there's just some sense of rejection that's felt here. Okay, the last card you have for the present moment is the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So somebody here is passionately angry, just really pissed off about this whole situation. We have the Judgment card upright. So having to make that last final call. And you know what I love about this deck, because I'm just like getting familiarized with it today. But the Judgment card in this deck is called the Last Judgment. And that's always something that I say when I see the Judgment card, where it's like, that's when you finally take a step back and it's just like, okay, Let me look at this whole entire situation overall. Is this good for me? Is this not good for me? Like that final decision, that final, yes or no. So that's what you guys are going through. And there's a lot of anger or, just someone being very passionately upset about this. And we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, so something that is just not working. But I just feel like it's something that's not easily let go of. Okay? And we have the Devil card, guys. So some of you specifically could have been dealing with the Capricorn. For others of you, this is just very toxic. Okay? And especially for like cross watchers. Anytime I pull out the Devil card, I'm not saying that, you're evil or he's evil or she's evil. We all have demons within us, okay? We all have good, we all have bad. Which one is stronger? The one we feed, the one that we pay more attention to. But inevitably, there are going to be people in this lifetime that know how to get to that bad demon. Okay, they know exactly what buttons to press. They know exactly what to do to get you out of your sorts. All right? So this is a situation where there's, just demons within people that I feel are connecting. Okay, so I just feel like it's a very chaotic situation, a very toxic situation where maybe you're dealing with bad habits, maybe you're dealing with drug abuse, things like that, but things that if you have it a lot, it's gonna cause you to really miss out on the better things in life. Okay, moving forward, guys, into the future, the first card that we have is the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So this doesn't necessarily have to be something bad, just something that takes an unnecessary, or not unnecessary, an unexpected turn. And we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, which is a fallout here. That is happening with something. You're just not moving forward with it. And the Queen of Pentacles. So for some of you, it's going to be with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. For others of you, this could be something that has to do with your finances, okay? Or your stability. When I see the Queen of Pentacles, I kind of think of like that motherly, like very nurturing love, okay? But with the Tower card in the reverse, it's called the Blasted Tower here. There's definitely a bullet that is being dodged, okay? There's definitely some pain or just shit that you're sidestepping, okay? But once this thing ends, you do have a new start that is very emotionally fulfilling here. So let's see what's happening here. Four of Swords in the reverse, so you took time to think, you took a hiatus, you took time off, and now you're just like, okay, now I can move forward, and I know what I need to do to move forward, and I'm ready to move forward. Okay, this is you guys thinking very logically again, so if there was something that had you, out of your mind a bit, you're getting your shit together, alright? And we have the Princess of Cups, so this could just be an offer that's coming in. For some of you, maybe you're dealing with the water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And we have the Lovers card. And the Nine of Cups. So, could be new love coming in. With the Lovers card, this could also be a job that is truly meant for you, but something that you're destined for. Where you guys are just really, really happy, but you're still very stuck and undecided with what it was that you had to let go of, whatever it was that didn't expand, past a certain point. And with the last card here, guys, we have the Four of Cups in the reverse. So some sort of offer that you accept or some sort of offer that you give out and it's accepted. Why is this Four of Cups here in the reverse? We have, what is this? Five of Swords in the reverse. So just avoiding conflict at all costs, okay? So this offer that you take or that you give and it's taken, you're avoiding a lot here. And you have the Seven of Wands. You just have to be strong and resilient and stand your ground. But you dodge a bullet at the end of all of this. And you have the Knight of Cups followed by your energy, Page of Swords. A lot of you will be speaking to something completely new or somebody completely new or just on a new journey, but you're not over the past. There's a part of you that still wishes for the past. For some of you that specifically went from a fire energy to a water energy, you could also be upset because you could feel like the fire energy or whatever energy was here first, that it's unstable. If this is within love, maybe that they're seeing somebody else. But yeah, I see something good that seems genuine and great coming in, but the inability to truly appreciate it, okay, because of everything that you're going through. So let's see, how do we get through this? Let's get you guys some guidance cards here. All right. I'm using Earth Magical Oracle cards, or Earth Magic Oracle cards, if I can speak today. I was telling, who did I tell? I think I told Virgo, yeah, because that's the only other sign I've done besides you guys today. That I went to the gym this morning and I just really pushed myself so hard because I used to be basically like a fitness model. I used to be a personal trainer, and like I'm very hardcore when it comes to that. But when you get back into things for the first time again and you're kind of going on that journey all over again, you can be hard on yourself, especially if you have a background in fitness. So I just went so hard today. And then my max time in the sauna is always 10 minutes. I never go over it, but I've been in like a place in my life where I just want to have more control over my mind and stuff, okay? Like intermittent fasting, things like that, just having control of the mind and of the body and saying, you know, I can eat later, I'll be fine later. Not saying that I'm doing that, but just an example. So I'm in there, it was 10 minutes that passed, and I know that that's like my limit, but I'm like, no, fuck it, I'm gonna do 13 minutes. And yeah, a minute later, I was like running out of there. And I'm just talking while something comes out, guys. So I like wobble out of the sauna and I almost like collapse. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so happy that no one's in here seeing this, okay? But yeah, I almost like passed out today. So I'm just like taking things easy and trying to recover and reminding myself that I'm not in the shape I used to be in. I will get there though. Watch my journey, guys. All right, guys. So in regards to what you're going through right now, you have a heavy karmic situation. That's all that this is. And I don't want to say that's all, like it's something that can be simplified. But you guys are dealing with a situation where it's karmic, but in a negative way. Okay? When I say karmic, for anybody that's like new to the spiritual world or to tarot or just, you know, connections that you can have with people, when you have a karmic situation, it's basically a connection that you have to a person, okay, or maybe a situation that can happen where you're meant to learn a lesson. It's just not something that's necessarily meant to be in your life. So I feel like this was a tough karmic situation. Some are definitely easier than others. You know, some can definitely be way more difficult than others. But in this case, I feel like something did hit hard. And whatever this was, it not only was it karmic in a negative way, but with the vision quest in the reverse, it got in the way of what you want to do in life, where you're going in life. And you know, maybe it's because Libra and Taurus actually do well together for the most part. You know, not everybody will work, but I definitely feel connected to this reading myself. Maybe it's just something that's in the energy of, you know, just this world right now. But this is literally a conversation that I had with myself yesterday, and it got really serious because like I'm the type of person that I don't mess with a lot of people. I don't have a lot of friends. I like to keep my circle tight because if there's only 2 or 3 people, you know, you can trust them. Once it's like 10, 15 people and someone does you wrong, you don't know where it's coming from, you know? So I keep a very tight circle, and I try to talk to my family about certain things, but they're actually very, very against tarot, so I can only talk so much. But I had this moment, and I promise this all relates, just a story to give you guys. But I had something happen yesterday, and I'll try not to get emotional. But I remember this one time I was in Miami, okay? And I was a college student. I had maybe like 10, 15 bucks in my bank account at the time. And I just remember just being on the main strip, you know, downtown Miami, and just looking up, and I saw all these condos, all these lofts, all these penthouses. And for me personally, that has always been a dream of mine, you know, to just be 40 stories in the air and just overlooking the entire city. That's just always been my thing. It's something I've always wanted. And I went, you know, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know this, but I went to this place around where I live now, and I went just to go to a spiritual shop, look at tarot cards, gems, stuff like that. And when I went, my heart just was like, I love this place. I have never felt so connected to a location before. I've felt connected to people. I felt connected to, like, you know, certain things like tarot and stuff like that. But to a location, that was a first for me. And I got this overwhelming feeling of, I need to be here. And what put me in tears was that I remember looking at that type of lifestyle, because, you know, that's the type of buildings I was around. But I remember looking at that and wanting it so bad. And then it hit me yesterday, like, not only am I actually able to go in that direction if it's something I want to do, but I realized that it is literally within my grasp to get anything I want as long as my vision is clear. And I just kind of had this epiphany of, yo, you need to stop fucking around. You need to get your shit together. You know, because a lot of us, when there's something that we want in life, there could definitely be things that kind of throw us off. Okay, people that aren't the best for you, or maybe social things like people calling you out, stuff like that, that's gonna divert you from what you're really meant to do. But my vision quest came back once I realized that, because I'm just like, yo, it's just a matter of how I kind of treat myself in this world, and how I handle my business and things like that moving forward. To the point where I literally just made a plan. I'm like, this can happen. And I just got so emotional and crying, because sometimes we spend so much time working on certain things in our lives, or just being distracted by things that shouldn't be there, that one day, as long as we're doing more good than bad, we'll get to a point where there's something that we have been praying for so long, or something that we've been desiring for so long, whether it's something that we want, whether it's love that we want, whether it's a house that we want, anything like that. But it kind of just dawned on me that I'm literally, if I get my shit together, I can get anything that I want, okay? And it was powerful, because I was just realizing this is something that I felt was so out of reach. And now it's a matter of, you know, talking numbers. And this is not just with where you guys, again, want to live, or where you want to go, or where you want to travel. You got to take your life seriously, okay? If there is someone throwing you off in life, if there's just some energy that shouldn't be there, especially if it's really painful, you have to ask yourself, if this is something that I want to live through for the rest of my life. Is this an energy that I want around me much longer? Even if you have a lot of love for a person, or even if you have some sort of attachment, okay, to, I'm sorry guys, my neighbor was calling me, or some sort of attachment to, you know, certain people or places that make it hard for you to move forward, you have to really have that talk with yourself and say, is this worth me giving up everything that I want? Okay? Because there's absolutely nothing out of our reach. If you actually sit down and you put things in baby steps, you'll be fine. You'll figure out how to get it done long term. So if you have someone that's holding you back, you really have to be real with yourself and be like, you know what? I could be scared to let this go, and I could deal with it for another 5 years and just be upset for another 5-10 years. Or I can take the initial hit. I can take this pain right now, and then I can focus. When it comes to pain, emotions, things like that, guys, we get over it. The human heart is one of the strongest muscles, if not the strongest one. I'm not, you know, into health like that, but we're able to heal. And the power of healing is so beautiful. And I think pain is so beautiful too, because it kind of wakes us up. So I think that this is really a time, Libra, that you guys need to wake up, and you need to realize, is, you know, is this putting me in the direction of what I truly want? And what is it that I want? And if this is what I want, how do I, you know, how do I get to it? Okay, and just write it down, go from there. And that's why this is so big for me, you know, that this came out for you guys, because it is just a matter of, again, just compartmentalizing your dream into small little steps. If every day of your life was like the day you had today, where would you be in 5 or 10 years? And, you know, yesterday when I kind of asked myself that same question, because I feel like I've just been just looking within myself so much lately, I was just crying, because I'm just like, oh my God, like, this could happen. My life could happen. I can get my shit together. I can really make things happen on a large scale. I just have to focus. And that's powerful. It's powerful to know that you can have whatever you want. Okay? You guys have that power. Something's taking it from you. It's a negative karmic situation that you have to move away from. You have the ebb and flow in the reverse as well, showing that your soul is not with this. Maybe your heart desires it. Maybe in your mind you think you need it for whatever reason. But the truth is you don't. Okay, you guys need to complete a promise to yourself that you're going to allow yourself to have the perspective that you want. And if the love is not there, and if somebody's not seeing you for who you truly are, and they're not meeting you halfway, or a job's not meeting you halfway, time for something new, guys. Okay, find out what is blocking your light from shining through, and get the hell away from it. Get rid of it. You don't want it. It's getting in the way of your new beginning. Okay, so this is very powerful, guys, but there's definitely a fog here that needs to be lifted. So whoever that is or whatever it is, just know that it's not worth it. It's really, really not. Okay, so guys, follow your dreams. Stay positive and allow things to happen. Okay, now for those of you that would like a personal reading, well, before that, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, High Vibrations 44, I always put daily energies there, so I pull cards just for everybody. I let you guys know what it means for the day. I usually post the order of my readings. I just posted it earlier today, so if you guys are cross watchers or if you want to watch another sign, go to my Instagram. I'll always put, you know, the order that they go in when I'm starting those readings. Okay, for personal readings, if you guys would like a personal reading, the wait time right now is anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, so if you could wait that time, it's not anything that's too pressing, perfect. If anything changes while you guys are waiting, just shoot me an email, okay, and we'll just totally look into that new email and I'll apply it to your reading. Okay, for anybody who has something pressing, get an emergency reading, or an option that's called a quick question on my website. The link to all of this is below. For that, you guys will hear from me within 2 days. Okay, now for anybody that does want that, I really want to emphasize, if you order the reading anywhere from Friday to Sunday, give me until Tuesday latest. Okay, so if you order Friday, there could be a chance that you have to wait a day or two extra, but it's just because that's when I usually get most swamped, and that's when I work the least. So I'll probably come back to like 30 readings that I have to do on a Monday, and I'm one person, so it's very hard for me to keep up with sometimes. But the quickest way to hear from me, guys, iPhone users, it's only for you right now. I'm so sorry, Android, I'll let you guys know when it comes out for you, but an app called Instant Go. So if you guys have iPhone, you can just click the link below in the description. It'll take you to my page, and the way that that works is you can ask me any question. Each question is $10. Based on how many questions you ask me, I will send you an invoice. Okay, and then once you pay that, I answer your questions. Okay, but that is the quickest way to get a hold of me. Some people do prefer getting the questions, you know, in a recorded video, because I'm just a tad bit more detailed. But if you're just looking for solid, like, yes or no, and this is why, then just go with Instant Go. It's quick, and you know, they time me on how fast I respond to people, so I try to be on it, because I don't like to look unreliable. But I love y'all, and for anybody that, I gotta call my neighbor, I wonder what's going on, but if there's anybody that has been waiting more than like 4.5 to 5 weeks for your reading, please email me, because you know, I'm caught up with a lot of the stuff that I had going on, and sometimes I literally will just forget to upload your reading. Like, I'll record it and it'll be saved on my computer, but I forget to do the final step, go to YouTube and send it out. So if you guys have been waiting longer than 4 weeks, please email me. I'm pretty sure I've caught up with everybody. I caught myself like 2 or 3 times, but I should be good at this point. Okay, I love you guys. I've been talking forever, so I'm gonna go. Bye, guys.